Once upon a time, in the bustling town of Abeokuta, there lived a man named Kunle who was the very definition of patience and loyalty. Kunle had been in a committed relationship with his love, Cynthia, for 12 long years. They were inseparable, celebrated as the ideal couple by family and friends. People will say, if love was a school, Kunle would have graduated. Cynthia was charming, always a bit mysterious. No one knew much about her past, but her laughter was infectious, and her beauty was unmatched. Kunle's friends often asked him how he could wait so long to marry her, but Kunle always had a simple answer: true love waits. Finally, the day arrived. They got married in a grand ceremony, and Kunle's heart overflowed with joy. He had waited so long to share his life with her, but as the guests left and the night turned silent, Kunle found himself alone with his bride, his excitement bubbling over as they settled into their honeymoon suite. Now, as Kunle prepared himself in the bedroom, his mind raced with thoughts of his beautiful bride. He decided to surprise her with a gift he had hidden away, a gold bracelet inscribed with their wedding date. As he tiptoed back into the room, he found Cynthia staring out the window, lost in thought. Cynthia, he called gently, his smile broadening. She turned to him, and he noticed she looked different, but he shook it off as his mind playing tricks. Cynthia gave him a nervous smile, which Kunle mistook for shyness. He took her hand, ready to present his gift, when she suddenly seemed to pull back, looking nervous. Then she cleared her throat. Kunle, there's something you should know, she said in a low voice, her eyes shifting away. Kunle, still holding the bracelet, tilted his head in confusion. What's wrong, love? We are married now. Nothing can shake my love for you. A hesitant chuckle escaped Cynthia, one that sounded oddly deep. You see, there's a little detail I've been meaning to tell you. Kunle's eyes widened, a flash of worry finally crossing his face. What is it? After a pause, Cynthia sighed, her voice dropping even lower. Kunle, I am not exactly who you think I am. Kunle laughed nervously. You mean you are not from Abeokuta? He joked, trying to lighten the tension, but Cynthia's gaze stayed serious. Kunle, she began slowly. For the past 12 years, I've lived a double life. Kunle blinked, processing this cryptic message. Double life? He echoed. Are you a secret agent? Cynthia shook her head. No, no. It's more than that. With a dramatic pause, Cynthia finally let out a deep breath. Kunle, I'm actually a man. Kunle's words stopped. He felt the room spin as he staggered backward, clutching his chest. Wait, what? Cynthia, or rather Cyril, as he now introduced himself. Cyril was a performer, and 12 years ago, he had been part of a theater troupe where he played the role of a woman. When he met Kunle at one of their shows, he felt an instant connection. Somehow, what started as an accidental lie spiraled into 12 years of mystery, love, and an unexpected wedding. Kunle sat down slowly, his eyes wide, words failing him as he tried to process the shock of his life. Meanwhile, Cyril couldn't help but chuckle at Kunle's expression. Oh, come on. You can't say I wasn't the perfect woman. Kunle just stared at him, mouth open, utterly dumbfounded. So you mean all these years? Yes, Cyril said with a wink. All these years of true love and a lot of weeks. Kunle sat there, frozen, unable to move or think. A whirlwind of memories flashed before him. Every tender moment, every whispered promise, every I love you. But now each memory felt twisted, like some kind of cosmic prank. Oh, Kunle said, finally finding his voice. You mean to tell me all these dates, all those family gatherings, even when I introduced you to my mother, you were Cyril? Cyril chuckled awkwardly. Yes, Though in my defense, you have to admit I played the part pretty well. Nobody ever suspected a thing. Cole's shock was slowly morphing into something else. Anger, confusion, maybe even a weird sense of admiration. Played the part well. Cyril, I married you thinking you were a woman. This isn't some stage performance. This is my life. Cyril raised his hands apologetically. Cole, I know. Believe me, it was never supposed to go this far. I kept waiting for the right moment to tell you, but as the years passed, I just couldn't bear to lose you. Cole ran his hands through his head, pacing around the room. So what now? You expect us to just go on like nothing happened? Cyril looked down, genuinely remorseful. I know this is a huge betrayal, and I understand if you want to end things right now. But I wanted you to know the truth. No matter the cost, I couldn't keep lying to you, Kunle. Kunle sat back down, the initial anger giving way to exhaustion. Here was the person he loved for years, the person who knew him better than anyone else. Cyril was right, even if the foundation of it had been a massive lie. After a long silence, Kunle sighed. Cyril, I don't even know what to feel, but one thing I know is I loved you. Whoever you were, you brought me joy, laughter, and companionship. I can't just erase that. It's too much to process right now. Cyril nodded, tears forming in his eyes. I understand, Kunle. I never wanted to hurt you. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make things right, even if it means letting you go. Kunle looked at Cyril, his former Cynthia, and a small smile broke through his confusion. You know, this has to be the most insane story anyone could ever tell. Maybe one day I'll even laugh about it. Cyril gave a weak laugh, wiping his eyes. Or write a book about it. You could call it The Bride Was the Best Man. Despite himself, Kunle chuckled, shaking his head. You are unbelievable, Cyril. They spent the rest of the night talking, piecing together, piecing together years of misunderstandings, strange moments, and hidden truths. By morning, they both knew that whatever lay ahead, it was time to part ways. There was a friendship beneath all the chaos, and they decided to honor that rather than clinging to a love that had been built on a lie. A few years later, Cole did find someone new, someone whose identity was as straightforward as her name, and though his love story with Cyril became a memory, the tale of the bride, who was the best man, became a legend, shared with laughter at every family gathering. As for Cyril, he returned to the stage where he continued to dazzle audiences, this time no longer hiding his true self. His greatest act was now his honesty, and he became known as the actor with 1,000 faces but one true heart.